Why do we have dirty thoughts in our minds? We don't want these thoughts, yet dirty thoughts keep coming to our minds. But why? Once, a young man approached Gautam Buddha and said, "O Buddha, why do I have so many impure thoughts in my mind? I don't want these dirty thoughts, but they always revolve around lust, and I am very troubled thinking about them. My energy and time are wasted in these thoughts, and because of these thoughts, sometimes I cannot remain calm, and I am always enchanted by women. I just cannot stop myself." Buddha smiled and asked the young man, "Do you know what desire is?" The boy replied, "Buddha, I don't know what lust is, but whatever it is a very bad thing." Then Buddha said to the young man, "First of all, you need to understand that whatever is natural within us is not bad. We have some need for him in our lives. Lust is not a bad thing. It is a feeling in our mind that makes us aware of a lack of something, and then we become attracted to that thing to obtain it. For example, if you lack wealth, the desire for wealth will arise within you. This does not mean that lust is bad. Rather, it is a realization of a need in our mind, and when this need is physical, we call it lust." The young man said to Gautam Buddha, "Buddha, I have understood the meaning of desire and craving, but please tell me where it comes from and how it comes." Gautam Buddha said, "Desire does not come from anywhere. It is inherent within us, and its presence is necessary. Otherwise, the human race would not expand." The young man said, "If it is inherent within us and necessary, then why do people say it is wrong?" Buddha replied, "That is the problem. People have misunderstood sexual desire. They try to hide or suppress it. Lust is not wrong. Rather, it is the misuse of lust that is wrong. People become consumed by what they desire and constantly think about it. However, all of this is misguided." Buddha said to the young man, "Do you know that animals also have sexual desire?" The young man replied, "Yes, Buddha, animals also have sexual desire, because animals too will carry forward their lineage." Buddha said, "Then why do we not call the sexual desire of animals wrong?" The young man said, "I do not know, Mahatma, you tell me." Gautam Buddha said that animals do not use their lust for the purpose of enjoyment. They only use it for procreation. Animals do not have the understanding that nature has given them to base their pleasure on lust, while humans, through their understanding, use everything found in nature for their own pleasure. We humans have turned lust into a means of our pleasure, whereas nature intended it for the propagation of our species. However, humans have made it the ultimate goal of their lives, and thus the unrestrained nature of lust is problematic. The young man asked Buddha, "Mahatma, why does lust dominate us? Why does it become unbridled?" Then Gautam Buddha said, "Listen carefully to what I am going to tell you. You will understand the entire game of desire. You will get answers to all your questions. You just need to listen carefully and understand." Then Gautam Buddha starts to explain to the young man, "Once upon a time, there was a guru and his disciple living in an ashram. The disciple used to go daily to the village outside the ashram for initiation. The disciple, who went to the village for initiation, had to cross a river on the way. One day, he saw a boy hiding behind a tree. He went to the boy and asked, 'Brother, what are you watching while hiding behind this tree?' The boy replied, 'Can't you see what I am watching?' When he looked towards the river, he saw some girls drawing water. The boy looked at the disciple and said, 'Oh, fool, can't you see what I am doing? The girls are filling water. What's the point of hiding to watch them? Look at how those fairies are drawing water from the river. Just look at their grace, their delicate bodies, how their slender waists sway while lifting the pots, and how their hair flows on their waists. It seems as if beauty is scattered everywhere.' The disciple looked towards the river again, and this time he was completely absorbed in it. Until now, he had not seen anything and was entirely fearless. He was not afraid of anything, but now he started hiding and began to watch those girls as if he had committed a crime. And when he was hiding and secretly watching those girls, he trembled inside and said, 'What am I doing? What I am doing is not right. I should leave from here, and then I quickly leave from there.' He reached the ashram and got busy with his work, but what he had just seen kept flashing before his eyes. That same scene kept playing in her mind. His mind was eager to see everything there. She was not interested in any of her tasks. As soon as morning came, he would leave early from the ashram for alms and go to the tree by the river where that boy was already waiting. He used to secretly watch the girls with him. Now he has started doing this every day. He was no longer interested in any work. He always remained entangled in some kind of thoughts. He could not perform the ashram's tasks properly, he couldn't sleep properly, and he couldn't eat properly. His mind used to be somewhat restless. His mind was repeatedly tempted to gaze at the beauty of the girls. When the guru was giving alms, his mind was lost in thoughts elsewhere. The guru observed his disciple's actions, and one day he called the disciple to him and said, "From today, I will also go with you to beg for alms. You and I will go together to beg for alms." The disciple, refusing the guru, said, "No, Gurudev, why are you getting worried? I can collect alms properly by myself." The guru said to the disciple, "All right, you go alone to collect alms." After this, the disciple set out to collect alms. After the disciple left, the guru also left the ashram to follow him to see where he goes and whom he meets. After walking a little distance, the guru saw that their disciple was hiding behind a tree with a boy like a criminal and was watching something. The guru also stood behind the disciple to see what his disciple was watching, for which he was hiding behind the tree like a criminal. The guru saw that the disciple was hiding behind the tree, watching the girls who were filling water from the river. Then the guru said to the disciple, "Are you going to collect alms from the girls too?" Hearing the guru's voice, the disciple's mind panicked, and he began to sweat. He was shaking as if he had been caught red-handed like a thief. His condition has worsened. He could not say anything. The boy who was with the disciple ran away, which made the disciple even more anxious. Only a few fragmented words were coming out of his mouth. He could not even muster the courage to meet the gaze of his guru. The guru looked at the disciple and said, "My disciple is fearless. He is not afraid of anything. But what is this? You are trembling in fear." The disciple said to the guru, "Please forgive me. I am not at fault in this. That boy misled me, but I promise you that after today, I will never do this again." The guru said, "It's all right, but remember that the company we keep yields the same results for us. The way we associate with others allows their thoughts to enter us. That is why, keep good company, so that good thoughts may enter your mind." Then the guru and disciple returned to the ashram and resumed their focus on the ashram's work. He left that path and started taking another route. He used to do his work attentively. But gradually, anger began to arise within him, and then he started getting angry with the other disciples and became restless. Now he was not eating food at the right time either. He also ate very little food. One night, the guru came to his disciple and said, "You promised me that you would control your mind. How many times have you broken that promise so far?" Hearing this, the disciple fell at the guru's feet and began to cry. While crying, he said to the guru, "Gurudev, I have broken my promise many times. I keep making the promise again, but every time I end up breaking it. My mind is not under my control at all. I try very hard to remove all the bad thoughts from my mind, but I can't do it even if I want to." Then the guru said to the disciple, "Come with me." The guru took the disciple to the ashram's garden and said, "Look, there are some channels here through which the river's water is coming to these plants, and this water is continuously flowing. Can you stop the flow of this water?" The disciple replied, "Yes, Gurudev, I can stop this current." Then the disciple picked up some mud and placed it at the edge of the drain. The water stopped for a little while, and then, after some time, it flowed over the sand. The guru exclaimed to the disciple, "Oh, what is this? The water did not stop at all." Again, he picked up some pebbles and put them in the drain, and the water stopped for a short while. But then, shortly after, water came out from those pebbles. The guru said, "Disciple, what happened?" "The water has come again, You were saying that you would stop it? Can we completely stop something? The disciple replied, No problem, Gurudev. I will show you that I can indeed stop this water. He then brought a big stone and placed it in the channel. The water stopped, and then the disciple said to the Guru, See, Gurudev, I told you that I would stop the water, and I have shown that I stopped it. I have fulfilled your request. The Guru smiled and said, Well, look carefully. Has the water stopped? It has broken through the back drain and is flowing out. And if you look closely, it has come around this stone and will change its course to flow forward again. Then, after a little while, it happened the same way. Then the Guru explained to the disciple, It is the same with you. You are trying again and again, making the greatest efforts, but every time your effort fails, and it will continue to fail. This stone represents your effort, and this water represents your thoughts. No matter how big a stone you place, the water will find its way. Seeing this, the disciple asked, O Gurudev, is there no way for me to get rid of the dirty thoughts? The Guru said, There is a method. This water is coming from which river? You can only change the course of this water from there. The Guru took the disciple to a river from which the water was flowing to the garden. The Guru said to the disciple, That water is flowing from this river. If we block its path from where the water is going to the garden, can we not stop the water? The disciple said, Yes, it can certainly happen. I will turn off this water right here. Then he said, If the water does not flow into the drain, it will go to the garden. If the water does not go to the garden, where will the trees and plants get water? They need water. The disciple thought about it and said, This thought did not even come to my mind. It is necessary for this water to be in the garden. The Guru said, And there are some plants that need water every day. Otherwise, they will wilt and die. We will have to open the water. After hearing the Guru's words, the disciple opened the way for the water. Then the Guru asked, What if we divert all the water from this river towards the garden? The disciple replied, Gurudev, all the trees and plants there will rot and perish, and nothing will be left there. The Guru smiled and said, You should understand this. We should not stop anything, we just need to maintain balance. Plants can die from a lack of water, and they can also die from too much water. Our life is sustained by balance. The Guru said to the disciple, If I tell you not to think about mangoes, what is the first image that comes to your mind? The disciple replied, Gurudev, the first image that comes to my mind is of a mango. The Guru said, When we try to forcefully stop bad thoughts, they enter us even more strongly. Therefore, we should never try to suppress them. Then the Guru told the disciple, Our dirty thoughts also come from the company of bad people. Sometimes, sensuality may not exist within us, but being around some obscene people causes it to take over. Then the disciple said, Gurudev, you are right. I had strayed from my path. That night, the disciple slept very peacefully. In the morning, he performed his tasks with full concentration, and then went to collect alms the same way he had gone, where that boy was still hiding behind a tree, watching those girls. The disciple went to the river, where those girls were filling water. He asked the girls for water, and one of the girls gave him water and touched his feet. The disciple blessed her, saying, May your well-being be such that it fills your mindset with positive energy. A smile appeared on her face, as if she had found something she had lost. He started to walk back on his path when the boy who had been hiding behind the tree came up to him. The boy said, What is the matter? Today you have had a close encounter. You have even surpassed me. Then the disciple said, We are always busy observing others and are unable to see ourselves. How long will you keep hiding behind this tree? If you like someone, tell them. If they like you too, get married. But first, make something of yourself. Identify yourself. Don't waste your time in this way. Then that boy began to meet the disciple every day, and the disciple encouraged him not to go to the river. And the boy started to struggle to achieve something in his life. So you have seen what the effect of companionship is? Change your company. Change your thoughts. The guru asked the disciple, "Did you find answers to all your questions?" The disciple replied, "Yes, Mahatma Ji, thank you." Then the guru said to the disciple, "When dirty thoughts come to your mind, do not blame yourself. This is the body, and it has learned all this over thousands of years. Just by thinking or taking an oath, it will not break. But you have that power, that energy, which you need to use in balance. You are a living energy free to experience anything, so recognize yourself." This story teaches us how important our thoughts are. Our thoughts determine the direction of our future. We should adopt positive thoughts with all our strength so that we can move forward in the right direction.